Alrighty, step one of making the Mega Dinosaur is going to be cutting some jigs. So the idea is that I've pushed this board right up against the wall here, so that when the laser cutter cuts at its furthest distance, it'll basically mark on the board, or cut the board at that distance, so that anything I push up against the board will then be at the maximum distance laser cutter can cut. I'll then repeat with this wall, because this wall and this wall are not square to each other, so I can't just push the laser cutter right into the corner and have it do that. And it also got cables here, so it couldn't push up anyway. And then, this should hopefully work to be able to allow me to then cut these boards into smaller pieces that will then fit inside the laser cutter to have the actual pieces of the dinosaur cut onto them. And the rest of this video is hopefully just going to be a time lapse of this being cut. Forgot to lower my cutter down because I've removed the tray. I made a handy adapter. I've got another short about that if you can find that. That lets me lower the laser further down to allow me to cut on the table directly rather than in the bed. Well, you know you're trying hard when you cut yourself on a piece of wood. Fuck me. Slight change of plan. I've cut out these little little blocks that will fit under the feet, and I'm going to have these two boards slide out like this. I'm going to glue them together and then glue these stoppers under each of the feet so that when I put it in the right place, it'll slot in and then won't be able to move, because I found that pushing against the wall is too unreliable. So hopefully this will work. And then the idea is that at the end, I'll cut the actual shape that the laser cutter can cut out of these boards. So that should hopefully work. I've put the little foot holders in and glued them down and glued that join. I don't really do wood, so I don't know if this is actually going to stick very well, but it only needs to really be able to be moved rather than actually hold any weight. And I've got little bits of glad wrap under the feet before I drop them into the hole with the glue so that they don't accidentally glue the actual fucking laser cutter to this. And hopefully this will work out. I'm going to have to work out some kind of way of cutting this corner though, because that's going to be outside of its range where it can cut. I need to remove that so that I can actually slide things into the cut range, but that's a future me problem.